On the go 8 years, Portfolio Night is the largest simultaneous advertising portfolio review event of its type in the world. And it sees advertising's top creative talent come together to review the work of freelancers and students in a speed date setting. Devised by Toronto-based IHaveAnIdea.org, the Dublin leg of this event was hosted by the Ogilvy Group. And Ireland on Business went along to find out more. Held concurrently in 40 countries around the globe, Portfolio Night has been designed to help young creatives to test their concepts, stretch the minds of their more experienced counterparts, and even break into the industry.
Essentially, this is an opportunity for the creative industry as to see the new talent, and I don't think there's anything like this around where all of the talent can come together and show their wares, or show their ideas most importantly. So there's kind of a wonderful combination happening here tonight, that there's both the leadership of the industry in creative talent as well as the emerging creative talent coming together. So it really is a very unique event and a great opportunity for people to come together.
While a good idea is central to a good advertisement, seasoned pros know that the idea is only the starting point, which needs to be shaken and stirred before it finds its commercial legs.
I don't think good ideas change really, and I don't think they change between digital or, I mean, I think a good idea is a good idea. I think a good idea tends to be single-minded. It's one idea, and that's actually almost the hardest thing of all. And I think it's very unexpected, but completely logical when you think about it. That's a good idea.
The message has never ever changed as long as I've been around really, and we're always confronted by a business problem that demands a simple solution. Simple ideas, brilliantly executed, should not only travel borders, but should travel touch points, whether it's online, offline, or whatever. So if it's engaging, and infectious, the infection will spread.
More challenging times seems to have put even greater emphasis on the quality of the creative content, while tighter advertising budgets demand even better results.
Well, I think never before has there been a greater opportunity to do good ideas. This is the chance, because platforms are changing, there are new territories to explore, and this is the chance where creativity can actually blossom most of all. I must say I got frustrated a lot myself over the last 5 years in the Celtic Tiger time, where really we weren't challenging ourselves enough, where there was better work that could be done, but perhaps we were all too busy and busy fools, and now actually is the real creative opportunity, and that's the exciting moment.
So now may be just the time for that new talent to strike with their big idea.
It's being different. It's kind of standing out kind of from the crowd, and just unique. It's making other people wish they came up with that idea. Exactly. You know, when you look at it and you're like, I wish I came up with that idea. Yeah. It's that kind of feeling.
The ideal situation would become show them my portfolio and they get so excited saying, oh, yeah, we want you to come on board. That would be perfect. So
somebody says, I wish I came up with that idea.
Yeah.
If they said
the idea is brilliant, yeah.
I think it's more so about the feedback, and just really, because we've done so much this year, and we're looking at it ourselves, but just to have somebody to say you're doing a good job, even if they say you're doing a bad job, just to know if you're on the right track really, and of course to get a job.
I think it's really important for us because we're currently studying a master's in advertising, and like a lot of people in our class, we have very different backgrounds, so we mightn't have necessarily done advertising in our undergrad. So it's a really good opportunity to kind of meet, and especially with the current climate the way it is, it's a great way to kind of get your portfolio out there.
But Portfolio Night has a more enduring impact than its title suggests. And as well as refreshing the creative juices of the industry, it has launched many careers and even helped shape creative trends.
I think this year people leaving college are probably in a particularly kind of unfortunate situation and really don't know what to do and where to go next. So it really gives them that opportunity to speak to the people who've been in the industry for years and years, and they may not be able to give them jobs, let's be honest, but they can direct them in the best way to go.
In advertising terms, Portfolio Night is as good as global, and while the quality of the fair is not instantly comparable between locations, the quality of the aspirants and their ideas gives grounds for optimism.
Yes, I've been very impressed with the quality of the work. I've been very impressed with the quality of the presentation. I mean, this isn't people messing about. People really want to present themselves well. They've really tried to get a thing together that looks good and would impress an employer, and very, very high levels of competence. And I think that's incredibly interesting to see.
It took me back, as students do when I look at books. What I was most impressed with was the craft of all the work that I'd seen. The ideas were strong. Some ideas stronger than others, and you would expect that. Some ideas that could have been a little bit more simplified. I mean, and keeping it simple has never changed from the day I set out, and it still applies today to books. But the standard, very high, and quite diverse, which is really great now with what's happening online and offline and everywhere.
As the evening progresses, the verdicts of the veterans are revealed, and our hopefuls reveal their fate.
Very well. Actually, really delighted with their comments. They like my style. They like how clean my ideas are.
Good. There was some very good feedback. The kind of the simpler ideas that you kind of overlook, they seem to be getting the most attention. So you spend so much time kind of doing final concepts, but it's really just your line drawings that seem to, impress more.
There was a few campaigns I had for Colgate. I had 2 good posters, and I had an extra poster which linked into the campaign but wasn't as strong. So they were saying, get rid of one of the posters and the campaign will be better. That was the only criticism, having 3 posters instead of 2.
Much more than I was expecting. Like even the giving ideas of where you could place different things or take different things out of the shot. It made so much sense when someone else had it. You really just need somebody to look over this stuff and just kind of tell you what you're going to do.
There was actually a few insights they told me that it's so obvious. Why doesn't people think of this? And so that's brilliant. Yeah.
Also because they're different people and you get different feedback from different people. Maybe one person sees something good in one ad and the other person sees something, and you can put these 2 feedback together and make a great ad.
Yeah. It's the most well-organised event I think I've been to in a very long time. It's really well done. The website was brilliant. Buying tickets was easy. We were recommended to go through college, and it really was worth it.
So you're happy you came?
Definitely, yeah. We'll be here again next year, I think.
But can these green shoots of talent translate to greener pastures for the Irish economy?
I think this is a very interesting point because I think creativity is something that really is not yet fully achieved its potential. We're a creative nation. We have scholars and saints and so forth. We have poets, we have artists, we have all of those other great talents. And we haven't quite got there yet, and yet there is great talent here. So we need to channel that. We have a responsibility as an industry. We need to channel that talent. And we have an opportunity in events like tonight. I hope it'll be much more than just tonight. I hope this begins a process of keeping engaged with the talent that's out there and giving them opportunities like tonight.
No doubt Portfolio Night 8 has set many minds racing around the world. Here in Dublin, it's been a showcase for fresh ideas, a benchmark of Irish creative talent, and a barometer that bodes well for the future of Irish advertising. This is Barry Keane for Ireland on Business.